Welcome to Villainous Villain Breakdowns. This time, we're talking about Ursula. If you're playing as Ursula, you'll need to place a lock token on the palace before starting the game. This lock token means that you cannot move to that location, you cannot play cards to that location, fate cards cannot be played to that location, and cards cannot be moved to or from that location until the lock is removed. Ursula's objective is to start a turn with the trident and the crown at Ursula's lair. Both the trident and the crown are items that cost 4 power to play. When the crown is in your realm, you can activate it to look at the top 2 cards of your fate deck and either discard them or return them back to the top in any order. When the trident is played, King Triton is pulled from your fate deck and holds the trident until he is defeated. When you do defeat King Triton, the trident will be returned to you at the location that King Triton was defeated. Speaking of defeating heroes, take a look at Ursula's realm, and you'll find that there are no vanquish actions. That's because Ursula has a different way of taking down enemies. Ursula uses binding contracts. Binding contracts are attached to heroes, and make it so that when that hero is moved to a specific location in your realm, they are automatically defeated. If you're short on binding contracts, you can use divination to dig through your deck and find one. If you happen to accidentally discard the crown or trident while using divination, you can use opportunist to pull it back out. If you're having the opposite problem of not being able to find the crown or trident, you can use the arrogance condition to dig through your deck a bit. If you've got a few binding contracts floating around your realm, try using the Cauldron's activated ability to gain 2 power for all the binding contracts in your realm. Once you've got binding contracts where you want them, it's time to start moving heroes. A few cards can help you out with this. Poor Unfortunate Souls moves all heroes in your realm to an adjacent location, so this is great if you're looking to sweep a few. Whirlpool can be used to move one hero to any unlocked location, not just adjacent ones. Flotsam and Jetsam can be activated to move heroes to adjacent locations from Flotsam and Jetsam's location. Or you can use the Move a Hero action, but the only Move a Hero action is at the palace, and that's locked, right? Well, Ursula's lock token works a little differently than other villains. Instead of being removed from the realm permanently, it instead swapped back and forth between the palace and Ursula's lair. This can be accomplished by using change form. But remember, your objective is to have the crown and the trident at Ursula's lair, and you won't be able to play or move them there if it's locked, so be cautious about moving the lock token. If you're really in a pinch and need to use that Move a Hero action, or any other action for that matter at the palace, you can use Grow Giant. Grow Giant allows you to perform one of the available actions at a location adjacent to Ursula, even if it's locked. Finally, who would Ursula be if she wasn't meddling in other players' affairs? You can use the Trickery condition to play a fate on another player during their turn. Some things to look out for from your fate deck. Sebastian. Sebastian can steal a binding contract from another hero, potentially rescuing King Triton. Ariel. When Ariel is played, she moves an item to her location and prevents Ursula from moving any items until she's defeated. That means no moving the crown or the trident. Eric. When Eric is played, he moves another hero to any unlocked location, potentially making it harder to defeat King Triton. Flounder. When Flounder is played, Ursula's discard pile gets shuffled back into her deck, which can make finding the crown and trident more difficult. Grimsby. When Grimsby is played, he can force Ursula to change form, moving the lock token. And that's everything you need to know about Ursula. Check out our other videos for other villain breakdowns. In the meantime, may the waves obey your every whim.